All right, good morning, students. This is chapter one of microeconomics and introduction. Microeconomics is your one book out of your two books. The second is statistics for economics. In microeconomics book, this is chapter one and introduction. So we are going to start this chapter one. But before starting the chapter, I would like to ask what is the meaning of eco as your subject is economics. So you have to remember the meaning of eco is money here. And what is nomics? Nomics means related study. So the if you will study in reverse action, you will find the answer is study related to money. Study related to money is basically considered as economic. But this is not the definition of economics. It is something else. But here, just the meaning of eco and nomics, I would like to tell you. So here, remember, eco basically not the eco-friendly, environment-friendly. Here, the meaning of eco is money. Now let's move to the next slide. Okay, the next slide is definition of economy. What is the definition of economy now? So let's understand it. Economics is something else, study related to money, and what is economics? Exact definition will come later. But yes, what is economy? Actually, economy basically is a system. Yes, it is the system. System which provide people means to work to earn a living. क्या दे रहा है ये आपको? देखिए, I am doing work. I am teaching you right now. Teaching you right now because a system has given me the work of teacher. Lawyer is practicing. Doctor is practicing into the clinic. So all the professionals are doing their work to earn a living. Now, who had given this kind of work to all of them? Yes, economy. So economy is a system which provide people means to work. Means to work means काम करने के अलग अलग जरिए देता है। और ऐसा क्यों करते हैं हम सब? टू अर्न अ लिविंग, पैसा कमाने के लिए, जिंदगी चलाने के लिए, सो दैट वी कैन फुलफिल all of our requirement what we have into the life. We can satisfy our wants with this earning, right? And a system which is providing or helping us by giving different kind of work. Doctor, teacher, lawyer, businessman, and many more people are doing different works to earn a living. That earning help them to satisfy their different wants. Now, how this economy work? मनी कैसे रोटेट होता है एक मार्केट के अंदर? तो मार्केट में सबसे पहले बच्चों होता है प्रोडक्शन. And now, what is production, my dear student? The production basically refers to conversion of raw material into finished good. Understand? If you are a furniture producer, like carpenter, so what will you do to do the production of a furniture? You will purchase wood, right? आप wood purchase करोगे, आप iron purchase करोगे, आप nail पे purchase करोगे, and why are you purchasing all these things? To convert it into a chair, suppose, so that you can make a chair. So what is chair here? Chair is final good, finished good. What you will directly use now, you will sit on the chair, you will use the chair. But what is wood iron? This is raw material. So conversion of raw material into finished good is basically considered as production. Now, how production happen? Production happen by using four factor services. These are land, these are labor, these are capital, and entrepreneur. I would like to tell I'm using K for the capital because C basically used for the consumption in economics. So how the production is happening of a suppose I am producing this bag. I'm producing this bag. So how I am producing this bag? By using land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. So land, labor, capital, entrepreneur are the factors of production which are basically used to do the production of any kind of goods and services. जो किसी भी तरीके के गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को बनाने में काम आते हैं, इसीलिए इन्हें फैक्टर सर्विसेज कहा जाता है. These are considered as factor services. अब when a producer is using these factor services, तो what will भाई फ्री में तो नहीं मिलेंगे ना. These are not free gift of nature. If you are using land, yes, land is a free gift of nature. But today, if you are hiring land for from someone, then you have to pay rent to them, right? So against the factor services, you have to pay factor payment. You have to distribute factor payment. Like land को हम क्या देंगे? Rent. To labor, salaries and wages. To capital, yes, we'll distribute interest. And to the entrepreneur, we are going to provide profit. So rent, wages, interest, profit will be distributed among the factor services. Free में तो कोई आपके लिए जॉब नहीं करेगा ना. If somebody is doing job, yes, you will provide salaries to them. And the salaries that you are providing to them, you are distributing salary. It means factor payment to the factor services or against using the factor services. Now, when you distribute the income, this income will come in the hands of households. Those are those are basically use this amount for the consumption purpose. Suppose जैसे I am doing job, so I am getting salary. If I am getting salary, what will I do with my salary? To fulfill my day-to-day needs, I will use this salary for the consumption purpose to satisfy my unlimited wants. All right, like to pay bills, like to pay EMI, like to do other kind of expenses, I will use this amount. Yani the next step is consumption. Consumption basically refers to consume the factor payment for satisfying my unlimited wants. Now, if I do the consumption, what will happen next? I just go to a retail shop. I purchase a soap. I pay the amount. Retail shop will pay this amount to the wholesaler to the producer, and producer will do the investment from this amount. प्रोड्यूसर क्या करेगा? उससे इन्वेस्टमेंट करेगा बच्चों. अब ये इन्वेस्टमेंट जो वो कर रहे हैं, ऑब्वियसली वंस अगेन इससे क्या होगा इकोनॉमी में? यस, वंस अगेन प्रोडक्शन होगा, और प्रोडक्शन होगा तो उससे फिर क्या होगा? यस, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा. एंड दिस एक्टिविटी विल कंटिन्यू इनटू द इकोनॉमी, एंड दिस एक्टिविटी इज बेसिकली कंसीडर्ड एज इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. आई होप it's clear to you. The economic activity basically is a process of rotation of money from one hand to other, producer to household means we the people, those are doing work, and household to again it will move through consumption and investment profit in the hand of प्रोड्यूसर. तो प्रोड्यूसर से जो फैक्टर पेमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगी हाउस होल्ड को, रेंट, वेजेस, इंटरेस्ट, प्रॉफिट, वो वापस घूम कर किसके हाथ में चली जाएगी जब हम कंजम्पशन करेंगे? प्रोड्यूसर के. तो इससे इकोनॉमी चलती है बेटे, रोटेट होती है. दिस इज कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. आई होप समझ में आ गया. Now, let's move towards the next topic. What is the next topic here? Yes, the next topic is basically scarcity. What we understand with scarcity. देखिए, it's very simple to understand. Scarcity का हिंदी मीनिंग होता है कमी होना. कमी कब होती है किसी चीज की? When demand is more, supply is less. Suppose you go into a market, you want to buy red five red color Peter England shirts. I mean, the entire market, there is one outlet of Peter England. You go there and you ask for the five red color Peter England shirts. But the vendor tell you that we have only three. So your demand is of five shirts, right? Demand कितने shirts की है? Five. But you are getting the supply is of only three shirts. So your demand is more than supply. तो scarcity कितनी shirts की है? Two shirts की. ये जो two shirts की यहाँ scarcity है, इसे ही हम बोलते हैं scarcity of resources. And it happen when demand of resources exceed from its supply. जब किसी भी प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड उसकी सप्लाई से ज्यादा हो जाती है, तो इसे हम बेसिकली कहते हैं बच्चों, यस, स्कार्सिटी। ओके, तो स्कार्सिटी रेफर्स टू अ सिचुएशन व्हेन डिमांड ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एक्सीड फ्रॉम इट्स सप्लाई। नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट व्हाई वी स्टडी इकोनॉमिक्स। देखिए, to give the answer of this question, we have to understand one two slide more. Automatically this answer will come in your pocket and in your mind. Okay, now before understanding why we study economics, we should understand the basic problem which basically running into an economy which create a need to study economics. The problem is economic problem. To understand this problem, let's take an example. Suppose Mr. A. Suppose Mr. A, okay, he want to buy around five goods and just go to a mall. मिस्टर ए जो कि पांच गुड्स खरीदना चाहते हैं, ये एक मॉल में जाते हैं बच्चों। ओके, नाउ इन मॉल he asked the price of all the five goods, what he would like to buy. One, two, three, okay, four and five. He asked the price there. When he totaled the price of all the five goods, he found that price is rupees 50,000 of all the five goods. What is it? ये क्या है? This is his unlimited human wants. This is unlimited human wants. But when he check his pocket, he found that he has only 30,000 in his pocket. Okay, उनकी पॉकेट में क्या था? 30,000 था. Now what is this 30,000? This 30,000 is limited resources or scarcity of resources. Okay. Now, what kind of problem is emerging in front of him? Problem of rupees 20,000. This 20,000 problem is showing lack of money with the Mr. A. ये शो करता है मिस्टर ए के पास 20,000 रुपए, 20,000 रुपीज कम है. 20,000 रुपीज इज क्रिएटिंग अ मनी प्रॉब्लम. एंड मनी को हमने पहले पेज पर क्या बताया था? यस, इको मीन्स मनी. तो इकोनॉमिक मीन्स प्रॉब्लम, आई मीन रिलेटेड टू मनी, एंड इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम मीन्स प्रॉब्लम रिलेटेड टू मनी. तो यस, दिस 20,000 इज द प्रॉब्लम रिलेटेड टू मनी, economic problem, but it emerged because resources are limited. Scarcity of resources का क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है इकोनॉमी में लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल, एंटरप्रेन्योर, these are the limited resources which are not a free gift of nature and not available easily, but the wants, human wants, are unlimited. And yes, when the resources are limited, wants are unlimited. In this example, you can see that resources are limited, 30,000, Wants are unlimited 50,000. So it is difficult for the Mr. A to satisfy his unlimited wants with the limited resources. So the problem what is emerging in front of Mr. A is of rupees 20,000, which is actually considered as economic problem. The economic problem arises due to, yes, unlimited wants, limited resources. Yeah, scarcity of resources, one of the same thing, which have alternative uses. Understand this, beta. A father, एक और एग्जांपल मैं दे रहा हूं, a father who is earning 2 lakh rupees per month, but he has three children, lower class, middle class, upper class. The wants of all the three children are different and many, and it is difficult for the father to satisfy their unlimited wants with the limited resources. So the father income will become limited, and it will create a money problem in front of the father, even he is earning 2 lakh rupees per month, because the wants are unlimited of the children's. So economic problem arises due to unlimited wants and limited resources. And एक तो resources देखिए पहले ही limited है. On the other hand, they are having alternative uses. Means एक एक resource के बहुत सारे uses हैं. For example, coal. Coal के बहुत सारे uses हैं आज की डेट में, आप जानते हो. Wood के बहुत सारे uses हैं. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के बहुत सारे यूजेस हैं. इसीलिए क्या हो रहा है, इनकी डिमांड ज्यादा, सप्लाई कम है, स्कार्सिटी है, और इसीलिए इनके प्राइस इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं. एंड व्हेन द प्राइसेस आर राइजिंग, इट इज क्रिएटिंग इन्फ्लेशनरी प्रॉब्लम, और द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ मनी इन फ्रंट ऑफ मैनी पीपल. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम अराइजेस, वंस अगेन डेफिनेशन तेरे पीछे रिपीट करोगे याद हो जाएगी. इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम अराइजेस ड्यू टू अनलिमिटेड ह्यूमन वांट्स, limited resources, which have alternative uses. I hope concept clear है बच्चों. Now, resources का क्या फीचर आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया? What feature have you identify of the resources? The feature that you have identify of the resources are limited. First is resources are limited. Second, these are having alternative uses. So two are the feature that you have identified. First, resources are limited, and second, they have alternative uses. On the other hand, human wants के भी हमने दो features को समझा. फर्स्ट फीचर इज ह्यूमन वांट्स आर अनलिमिटेड, खत्म ही नहीं होती. भाई लाइफ में आपको साइकिल, इफ यू वांट, इफ यू गेट अ साइकिल यू वांट स्कूटर, इफ यू गेट अ स्कूटर यू वांट बाइक, इफ यू गेट अ बाइक यू वांट मोबाइल, इफ यू गेट अ मोबाइल यू वांट some other branded products. What is coming on into the economy on regular basis, so your want generally never be limited, can never be limited, and that's why the problem can never be resolved, and economic problem will always emerge in front of every. Okay. So two features, if they are asking an exam, feature of resources are they are limited, they are having alternative uses. बड़े सारे uses है उनके, इसकी वजह से भी तो उनकी क्वांटिटी कम हो रही है. जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का एग्जांपल याद, रिमेंबर द एग्जांपल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हियर. ओके. एंड फीचर्स ऑफ ह्यूमन वांट, ये अनलिमिटेड होती है, दीज आर अनलिमिटेड एंड डिफर इन प्रायोरिटीज. डिफरेंट प्रायोरिटीज मतलब जैसे मैंने कहा, द फादर हैविंग थ्री सन, लोअर क्लास, मिडिल क्लास, अपर क्लास. द लोअर क्लास की वांट्स है नेसेसरी गुड, मिडिल क्लास की वांट है नॉर्मल गुड, अपर क्लास की वांट है लग्जरी गुड. ऑल द थ्री कैटेगरीज हैव डिफरेंट वांट्स, सो दे आर डिफर इन प्रायोरिटीज. somebody wants something, somebody wants something. ओके. तो इकोनॉमिक्स, नाउ व्हाई वी स्टडी इकोनॉमिक्स. रिमेंबर एक क्वेश्चन पीछे छोड़ा था, तो वो यहाँ पर कवर होता है आपका. व्हाई we study economics? Because it is a social science. Why social? Because relate to the society. Why science? Because yes, it also contain laws like physics and chemistries. इसमें भी physics chemistries की तरह law होते हैं. जैसे law of Newton था, तो यहाँ पर law of demand, law of supply है. I agree, these are not the exact laws like physics chemistry, but yes, these are again some kind of systematic study of any kind of human behavior. That's why economics is a social science. Once again, social because it relates to society. Science because we are studying everything in a systematic manner here. Systematic and organized manner here. Okay, because everything we are studying in a systematic and organized behavior here, these are called social science. Okay, students. Now let's move towards the next point. Sorry,